everyone, this is Joe with Magical Butterfly Spirit, and I'm here to do another pick-a-power reading. In this reading, we're going to talk about what are your spiritual talents that you may or may not be aware of. I also wrote a channel letter for each one from your spirit guides, and I got to tell you, there's one message in particular that was very interesting. So go ahead and pick your pal. So first one I have for pal 1, Queen Nefertiti, the great queen herself. The second one I have Sastri. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I apologize to the ancestors if I did not. And then the last one I have Seven Sisters. Now go ahead and pick your pal. Just remember that this is regarding energy. Just because there are 3 females here, if you are a male or identify as a male, it does not matter. The images on the card is about which one you identify with. So pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start with pile number 1. The queen herself, Queen Nefertiti. Now, if side note, a lot of you may notice that you've been getting tarot readings online where everybody's talking about Queen Nefertiti or coming from ancestry from Egypt. What I channeled is, it's not just your DNA. So if you're wondering, okay, so my DNA is from Germany, I doubt that I'm from Egypt bloodline. It's more about your spiritual DNA. Queen Nefertiti is actually awakening her children, her spiritual children. So yes, maybe you are a direct descendant of Egypt, but you also may be a chosen one, which I'm going to get into right now. All right, so the letter that I have here, or should I start with the tarot cards? Okay, I'm going to start with the tarot cards. I have the Tower, the 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords. And you're probably looking at these images and going, oh my gosh, this is my pal. Just wait, trust me on this, okay? The Hermit in the reverse, Approving Health, and Be Assertive. Now wait, all right. Don't get scared because you see the Tower. Trust me on this. All right, so the letter that I channel for you. Your talents are a clairaudience, clairgustus, which is you're able to taste things from the past or things that you are channeling, or even the future. Claircognizance, astral projection, automatic writing, which is actually what I did here. I automatically wrote this message. I channeled the message and I wrote it down. Channeling, divination, which tarot cards is probably one of the most well-known divination, but you also have crystal ball reading, smoke reading, teacup, the tea leaves readings, all those readings that you see on YouTube, which you probably watch all the time, which I'm getting. You could do that too if you did not know that. I'm actually feeling this is the pal that's already aware they have psychic abilities. Psychic healing, preconnaissance, psychometry, remote viewing, retroconnaissance, so you can see in the past and in the future, telepathy, magical abilities, you're a herbalist, you could talk to animals, you could use your third eye to view, which I don't know the name of this, but she wrote third eye viewing. So you could actually use your third eye to decipher someone's true intent and their character. So as you're looking at somebody, you could actually use your third eye to see who their real character is. And also you're a disciple of New Earth. The letter I have for you is you are a child of the New Earth, a chosen one. Your talents were handpicked by Nefertiti herself, the divine queen. So you may help bring in those who will be awakening soon. Begin to use your spiritual gifts as part of your occupation. Your Earth mission in this lifetime is to use your gifts to help others, and it's high time you do so. You have far more gifts than listed, but Joy got tired of writing them, so we gave her a break. They're not lying. I got tired. You actually have a ton more gifts, and I was like, that's enough. I honestly said to myself, they could figure it out on their own, and that's when I stopped writing. I'm sorry, guys. It was a lot. They recommend that you purchase a book on psychic powers to learn more about your infinite talents. The reason why Thank you to your spirits guys for this letter, by the way. The reason why you have these cards that look ominous is because you went through a lot in your life. The reason why you have so many talents is because you went through so much turmoil, which seems to be the path for those who are the most talented. I'm so sorry to say that, myself included. You had a ton of tower moments, nights where you cried yourself to sleep, not being able to trust not only your own thoughts, but because you could pick up the thought of others, what you think might be you taking a situation and blowing it out of control is really you picking up the true thoughts of what other people are thinking and them gaslighting you. You are, however, coming out of that hermit mode of keeping yourself recluse, keeping yourself away from people because you're afraid of who are you becoming, and you're actually learning how to tap into your psychic skills more. Again, this is the psychic pal who already knows they have psychic skills, but it's awakening like 10, 20, 30 times fold, 100 times fold. This is the dawn of the new earth, the 22222 portal. I'm missing a 2 maybe. The 22222 portal really either awoken a lot of people or it multiplied the skills that you already have. So that's why this a lot of psychic people are finding themselves wanting to stay away from other people. I'm hearing the words muggle from Harry Potter. They want to stay away from the muggles because of the prosecution, and also the when you're in somebody's space and you pick it up so clearly and you don't know how to ground yourself and keep yourself away from that. Empathy is another talent that you have. Clairsentient, if I didn't write that in the list. Then you're able to, like I said, you have so many talents. I got really tired of writing them. I am serious. Then you will pick it up, you energetically take it home with you, and you don't know why you're upset suddenly or angry suddenly or not being yourself, completely out of character. What you need to do is be more assertive, not only with your talents, but who you are as a human being. Set stronger boundaries spiritually and mentally. Set boundaries between those that you associate with, but you also need to set boundaries for yourself. You need to learn how to clear your chakras, realign with your chakras, which I actually just did a TikTok video about how to realign your chakras. If you want to check that out, same username. And also, if you, I'm seeing crystals. So I'm actually holding a black tourmaline. You could buy one of those. You could buy an amethyst. You could buy a clear quartz if you don't already have one. Clear quartz. These help project energy away from you and also protect you from negative thoughts and energy. So that's also, I forgot to mention about the improving health. One of the reasons why you're learning these new talents is because you're working on your body, mind, and soul. As you continue to do so, your already massive talents will expand. So you guys are truly talented, and it's gonna make the other two pals jealous. I'm gonna be honest with you, but that's how it is. And so it is, and so it be, right? So thank you guys for participating. Thank you to your spirit guys. Thank you to Queen Nefertiti. I really appreciate you guys being here. And if you have a moment, please like and subscribe to the channel so you can receive more tarot readings from me, as well as help improve my channel. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'm moving on to pile 2, which is, I think, 7 Sisters. I hope I got it right. So the 7 Sisters story is very interesting. They're from New Orleans, and no one knows if there were really 7 sisters or if it was one person who was able to transform into 7 different personalities. I'm seeing the picture of that when you channel, your brain is like, it's hard for you to, things that you always know, they slip out of your head so quickly. It's that HBO show with the black characters, and they tackle supernatural things. Oh my God, I'm gonna kill myself for not knowing. Well, I'm gonna kill myself. I shouldn't say that, but it's gonna frustrate me for not knowing this. It's in my head. But anyway, the sister in it, she spoiler, she's able to transform into a white person. So she changed from a black person to a white person. And the reason why my spirit guides wanted me to mention this story to you is because you're able to transform. You're able to transform your personality, how you look, how you act. And you've done this as a defense mechanism. This is your coping mechanism. So when you're around certain people, you adapt your personality to accommodate those people. And your spirit guides actually wants you to stop. As talented as you are in doing so, you need to find out who you are and be consistent with it. And you know who you really are. You're just scared to show it. Your spirit guides had a little speech there for you. I wasn't prepared for that. I'm so sorry. All right, so the channel letter that I got for you is right here. But let me go ahead and do, actually, no. In the first pile, I did the tarot first, but this pile, they want me to do the letter first. So your talents are clear audience, which is clear smelling, astral projection, channeling, and this is a letter from your spirit guides. Your spirit guides want you to use your dreams as fuel for your creative talents. Start that book, invest in your fashion line, design that movie set. Also, those conversations you have with yourself are actually conversations with them. You're not crazy. Pay attention to those random moments when you smell something unusual like cologne, when no one is wearing it. That's your psychic skills tapping into a new or old time experience. So that's what clear aliens is. I'm pretty sure I'm not saying that right. So that's the letter from your spirit guides regarding your talents. Your tarot, you have the Ace and Wand, which speaks of inspiration. The Hermit, which pile 1 had the Hermit as well, but it was in the reverse. The Queen of Cups. We have the Five of Wands, and not the right time. So you are fighting with yourself. You are definitely fighting with yourself of who you are, who you can be. And this feels more like the pal that's not sure of their true identity, in particular their sexuality. But it doesn't have to be that. It could also be going against your archetype. So for instance, if you're a black person who's into goth, which will be a not your typical archetype, or someone who you would think would be into country music but is actually into metal. You know, just things like that. Things where people assume that you go right when you really go left. That's this pile. Your spirit guides want you to stop fighting who you are and understand that your truest talents lay in your authenticity. You are an empath. You are an emotional being. And as such, you have a tendency to hide, which was something else that was mentioned in the pile 1. The difference with pile 1 understood the reason why they went into seclusion. You don't. Pile 1 knew they were doing it as a way to defend themselves against other people's emotions or thoughts. You're not aware of it. You think it's a mental issue. You see this more as what's the word I'm looking for? Like a flaw. You see it as a flaw of yours, and I think that's because that's what people projected onto you. Like, oh, that person doesn't want to go out. Let's not even invite them. Like that. Like an introvert, but a negative introvert. Like, I'm not really sure what your spirit guide is trying to show me, but it's like you take introvertism to the extreme, where it's actually affecting your personality. You're secluding yourself because you're fighting who you are. They keep telling me that you're fighting who you are. But once you stop fighting who you are, that's where your inspiration lies. And you guys are the creative ones. You guys are the creative pal. You have so many talents. I'm seeing fashion. Like, look how they're stepping out. I'm seeing fashion. I'm seeing movies, directors, writers, artists. This is the pal that taps into their creativity. You probably have one of those art books that you keep by your bed that you can open up quickly and draw something when you get inspired, or either carry a notepad or in your notes app on your phone. You're constantly writing new ideas down. But here's the thing, all those ideas, they won't manifest until you tap into this. The Queen of Cups is being able to control your emotions as well as conquering your fears that ties to your emotions. She's in charge of her emotions. She's in charge knowing that her emotions make her who she is. She's not afraid to tap into it. And at this time, you guys are, for various reasons. But once you do, that's when the inspiration is going to just explode. And that's when you guys are going to really make a mark on this world. So my final advice for you is to stop hiding who you truly are and become that magical person that you know you are inside. Okay, so that's it for pile 2. Now I'm going to move on to pile 3. I think I messed this up. If I mess it up, just go with the cards, not the pile number. I'll fix it in the timestamp. So I have grounding. So what I'm getting for you guys off bat is that you guys need to learn how to ground. What you could do is, if you don't feel inclined to actually go out into the woods or the park or outside in your backyard, you could just sit on the ground in your room, cross-legged, and just kind of imagine a line going from the above your head, which will be your crown chakra, all the way down to your pelvic bone, and just going back up. And imagine a silver cord tying all your chakras together. And then that cord is rooted into the ground. And that will help you ground all your chakras and your etheric body, because if I'm not mistaken, I think you guys astral project. No, it's not written here, but I'm getting that somebody in this pile astral projects. I might have a cross washer who's watching all the piles, and you're an astral projector. So make sure that you ground yourself. But for everybody else as well, you need to learn how to ground yourself, because you have an amazing talent that is so rare. You have telekinesis. You're able to move objects. Now, that's not something that everybody can do. And there's another pile I have which listed a ton of powers and talents and special skills. Telekinesis is not one of them. That's a very powerful skill. You also guys could also do automatic writing, which is channeling but writing down your thoughts. So it's like, have you ever started writing a story and you kind of zone out and don't even remember what you wrote? It seemed like someone else wrote it. That's automatic writing, and not just writing stories. It could be music as well, graphic novels, and also you guys, divination, tarot readings, crystal balls, candle wax readings. You guys are able to use divination tools as a way to channel. So again, we're going back to channeling. So you guys use divinations as a way to channel. So if you don't have one, you can start by getting a tarot deck. So I'm wondering if I should do the tarot. Yes, I'm going to use the tarot cards first. So we have the Queen of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Devil in the reverse. We have the Eight of Swords, the World in the reverse, the Seven of Swords, and the angel messages don't stop. Okay. So the tarot I have for you guys, this is actually the first power where I did a tarot reading. I didn't just lay out the cards, but I'm actually doing a tarot reading for you guys. Is you are in a place right now where you are reawakening. You're no longer going into temptation. And seems like you've had a lot of demons. Drug addiction, alcoholism, player, like, I don't know, I'm hearing player, but I don't know how to say that as a addition, but somebody who's constantly looking for validation through connecting with other people in relationships, basically. So even though you might have a partner, you're constantly flirting a lot, or actually stepping out on your partner because you need to feel validated by other people sexually. And not sexually, like, you might not even have sex with them. You just want to know that someone finds you attractive sexually and mentally. And you're stepping away from that. You're becoming the Queen of Swords. Now, you might be a masculine or feminine, so don't worry about the actual name Queen of Swords. But Queen of Swords talks about focusing on your mentality, becoming, setting up strong boundaries, not putting up with the BS. Like, look, she has her hand out, like, stop with the effery. I'm not dealing with that stuff. I'm trying not to curse on here. Not trying to deal with that stuff. No, like, she has that hand out, like, stop. And that's where you guys are. Like, you're like, I'm done with it. I'm done. I don't want to deal with this anymore. It's over. And normally the Seven of Swords, I call it the sticky link sword, because it usually talks about someone that's step out of relationships. You also have people who are actual thieves. Like, you can see this man stealing swords. But you have the Devil in the reverse. So this is actually giving me, you're trying to steal your time back. I'm getting the energy that you're trying to take back what's yours, your energy, your time, your life. Trying to take that all back because you are aware that you're out of sync with who you are. The world in divorce. Why am I saying divorce? Maybe you're thinking about getting a divorce, or you're in like a really long-term relationship and you're planning on leaving that person. Because I was trying to say reverse and I kept saying divorce. But the world in reverse. So everything could be yours. The energy is there. That's why the card came up. But you still got a while to go. Again, we're going back to grounding. If you have a child, a male child, spend more time with them. I don't know why I'm getting that message, but maybe it has to do with the divorce. But spend more time with your child or children. But I'm getting a male child in particular. They're really confused right now. And they want your assurance that everything will be okay. They don't blame you for anything. It's just that they're being left out of the loop. So I'm guessing this is a younger child who you may think that they can't handle the adult's situation right now, the adult concept. But actually, they're smarter than you even think. Even though you give them a lot of credit, they're smarter than you know. And all they really want is to know that you'll be there for them. This is actually, oh man. I don't want to cry. They want to. They just want to know that you'll be there for them, and that you won't forget them. You don't need to live with us to be my dad. I don't like you arguing with mommy. It hurts. I'd rather you leave because I know it hurts to argue with mommy. It's okay to leave. We'll be okay. Just promise me that you will be here when I need you. That you'll help me with my homework. That we could still play with the dog. That you help me build things. Just let me know that you'll always be here and everything will be okay. And I'm okay with you leaving mommy. Because I love mommy, but she's been a mean mommy lately. And I think it's best if you guys both leave each other. And I love you. Okay, I wasn't, dang it. I wasn't prepared for that. And now I'm crying. So if that resonated with you, I doubt that's going to be for everybody, but if it resonated with you, that's the message from your son. And I have, a channel message. This is the letter that I was mentioning in the intro that I found very interesting. Give me a minute, guys. Okay, I'm back. Okay, the reason why I found it interesting was because the way it was written is very cocky. I don't think this is your spirit guide. I think this is a higher being by the way they word the words. So telekinesis is a rare gift, and you were granted this gift while in Mount Olympics, and you carried it into this lifetime. So this channel letter is saying that you were with the gods in Mount Olympus, the Greek gods. And I'll go ahead and continue. They're telling me more. Hold on. It wasn't just the Greek gods. It was all the gods. Humans call it Mount Olympics because they cannot conceive the idea of where true gods and goddess resides. Okay, that was a channel message. I told you this. Whoever this is has a very cocky attitude, and they're mad at me for saying that, but it's true. You're cocky. Okay, in Olympics, you were a demigod, but you angered Zeus one evening, and he trapped you in your human body until you repent. And then they go on to say you could never repent, for you did nothing. Zeus was, as they say, in his feelings. Again, cocky. You know what? It reminds me of like when you're watching a Regency novel, like a movie, like Sanditon or Bridgerton, where it's like that haughty talk speaking. This is what it sounds like in my head, but far superior. Like, I would not be surprised if this was a god or a goddess themselves. You will continue to be trapped in your human form. Yes, it's a god. It's a goddess. It's Aphrodite. It's Aphrodite. You will continue to be trapped in your human form, but alas for not, oh, dear boy, for you are destined for greatness, even as a puny human. P.S. Joy wants to make it very clear she does not consider you a puny boy human. She also states, I cannot assume one gender, which I, for one, cannot understand. Now she states she does not condone my gender bias. Children these days, rude. So Aphrodite is kind of upset. Well, no, she's not upset with me, but she just cannot understand why I felt the need to make it clear that just because she's talking to a boy doesn't mean that everybody's watching this pal is a man or a woman or a child. So that's all I got for you guys. This is has been a very interesting pick-a-pal reading. I hope you enjoyed. I would like to continue to do different pick-a-pal readings. I don't want to just focus on one topic. I will do as my spirit guides and ancestors and Aphrodite, she wanted to make herself known, dictates, because I find that those are the most interesting readings, because this one itself did not start out this way. This was going to be a quick YouTube short 1 minute, and it turned into actual channel letters and tarot reading. So I'm going to continue to listen to them because they really do have good ideas. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is Magical Butterfly Spirit. Please subscribe and like so you can continue receiving more videos from me, also to help grow the channel. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to your spirit guides, to Aphrodite, to Queen Nefertiti, and to my spirit guides and ancestors as well. Until next time, I appreciate you all. Bye-bye.